Welcome back into the Brashtag studios. He's Doug Chapman. I'm Jordan Cornette. Well, we touched on it a little bit earlier, the whole Atlanta Hawks chaos and what's going on down there. A Donald Sterling-esque situation with racism involving emails and some bigotry coming to light with some not choice words from the owner, Bruce Levenson. For more on this topic, we welcome in Michigan State two-time All-American, an NBA All-Star, an NBA World Champion, but more importantly, a personal friend of mine, Steve Smith. Steve, first question for you. You live down there in Atlanta. You played for the Hawks, so you're very close to this story. Having known now what Levenson said in those emails, were you offended as a black man?
You know, not only as a black man, Jordan, I think offended as a man, offended as a person of this community who lives in Atlanta, as a former Hawk, because I played here. You know, I think his email, his choice of words, and everything that he went about with this email was just, you know, plain and simple, unacceptable. And I think also disturbing.
Well, Steve, Levenson wasn't the only one in hot water. The general manager, Danny Ferry, had some racially charged comments, too, in front of a group of suits that has him in some hot water. Danny Ferry, a guy who you played with, winning a championship in San Antonio in 2003. If you were management, how would you handle the words from Danny Ferry, and what would his punishment be? The Hawks are saying it's an undisclosed punishment. What's up with that?
I think, first of all, Jordan, to start off, how would I handle it? I think you have to definitely fire Danny Ferry. And I think whereas the organization, you have to take your time to make sure you get all the due diligence. But as we know, I think you definitely have to fire, because moving forward, it's going to be a challenge to be able to do NBA business. And what I mean by that, and also business, whether it's with sponsorships or whether it's attracting free agents, and then also the trust factor with your current players and players that you maybe draft. And I also think in this situation, the Hawks organization, as of today, it says there's been an undisclosed, I guess they've disciplined or fined or whatever it may be, but I don't know how you can have it undisclosed in this type of situation. I think you have to disclose it. It has to be harsh. And when you start talking about harsh, I think people have to know what was the fine, and I don't think this is something that you can keep internally.
Steve, let me ask you a quick question. You've heard about the whole Donald Sterling situation. Now we're talking about the Bruce Levenson. From a management point of view, do you feel that there's an issue, not just in those two situations, but league-wide with racism at the top? Not necessarily on the court, but do you feel that there's a problem, that maybe an epidemic throughout the NBA, that there's rampant racism at the management level in that league?
I don't think rampant. Obviously, there's some racism in all walks of life, but I would say from my dealings, I don't think rampant. We always have our special cases that we've gone through, as we see in this summer. But I think from a standpoint from the NBA, I will commend Adam Silver. He's done an excellent job of every issue. He's taken them all head on. But I think as you know, as athletes, as former athletes, you come out there and play a game, and you know, it's a brotherhood, and you're looking at the number in the jersey, and you have a trust factor. And I think everything in sports, and a lot of that in life, if you can trust your teammate, you can trust your general manager, you can trust your ownership, you can trust your coach, you feel better about going about your job. But when anytime that trust is broken or you have some confusion out of it, it's hard to be able to be successful.
Steve Smith, All-American, NBA standout, and you can find him on NBA TV. Man's a consummate professional, does a great job. Steve Smith, thanks for the time.
I appreciate you guys.